are doing good. We should be live. Why is the chat not coming up? There we go. So tonight, not so much drawing a Golden Age hero or villain or whatever character, or public domain or whatever, um, or independent. We're gonna draw up either or maybe both a sleeve stack from Land of the Lost, or an Altrusion from Land of the Lost. Because of Lorenzo Sleestack, as most people knew him as. As far as we know, he has passed away. He's gone to be with Jesus. To my knowledge, he was a brother in Christ. Me and my mom talked to him quite a few times for a few hours off air, lots of times, and even just myself. And of course, he was on this channel quite a bit. If you go back and check out a lot of the streams, you can see that. So let me share this out. To a few places. Hey, Kieran, cutest, hey, outcast. So I'm not sure whether you guys heard. I am going to be drawing a sleeve stack or an Altrusion, and if I have time, I will draw the other as well, in honor of Lorenzo Sleestack, as we knew him by a lot of us here. He was a friend to the show. We had him on quite a few times. We were on his show a few times as well. So right now it is presumed that he has died, gone to be with Jesus. He was a brother in Christ. So, yeah, and I'm just sharing this out there. Of course, he got sleeve sacked from the Land of the Lost, and he claimed to be an Altrusion raised by Sleestacks or something like that. I forget exactly. So I know a few of you out there will not know who he is, and that's all right. I think I saw Alpha there, so I don't need to put that to him. Hey, Shadowhawk, how are you? I just heard the nerds. Hail Lorenzo, Godspeed. You will be missed. Yes, he will. Okay, let me move my camera so if anybody wants to come on and share about Lorenzo, they can. If coming on, please, let's try and keep a little bit on topic of that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna say. Um, yeah, I know some of you didn't know who he was, and that's all right. You can still come on, but you know, uh, obviously he stuck to the shtick for being a sleaze stack or altrusion. His name was sleaze stack, but he was definitely a higher intelligence altrusion. Ah. And just give me a minute. I am getting up my reference for tonight. Or feel free to share in the chat some of your memories of Lorenzo. Did you know who Lorenzo was? Fitzchozo? Can I play some old episodes of featuring him in the background? Oh, I might be able to pull one or two up. Usually he was on shows that were it was an hour or too long. You know what? I don't know exactly what shows he was on mine. Let me pull up. See whether I can pull up a his channel. It's unfortunate. I never had a chance to speak to Lorenzo myself. I at least heard the fortune to speak fast before he died. There were some good ones on your channel back with the three of us on together, but I couldn't even remember the title, even to begin to search for them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same here, metal. Window capture. Let's see. Reptilian round table. Okay, let's. Let's transform to reset transform. Let's bring this in. Okay, so let's.
Host Lorenzo Sleep Stack? That sounds like a plane stick.
Okay, I'm gonna change my volume to my headphones for this, and hopefully we can.
Some of the technology used to produce the show. Um, welcome everybody to the Sleep Stacking Show. I'm your host Lorenzo Sleep Stack. If it sounds like a plane's taking off, that's my washing machine. So anyway, sorry once again that I'm late. I'm going to be getting a major upgrade as far as some of the technology used to produce the show. Um, also need to figure out getting some much better equipment, better computer. But I also need to check and see what's going on with the modem, or else even getting a new computer is not going to help. And anyway, sorry about that. I don't know. Maybe I should start the show like at the half hour mark. Like in my time zone, it's 8 p.m. that it starts. Maybe like 8:30.
Okay,
Would that be a better thing?
is it still buffering?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like
Okay, I'm
even
gonna
if everything
pause
is
this
operating.
and see whether it still buffers. Is it still buffering? Didn't know there was a buffering emoji. It's probably because I got so many things happening at once on my thing. I got a game up in the background. That's probably why, because I let my buddy in on my thing. Game that we've been playing, Valheim. So is this still buffering? It's working. Okay, what's working? Metal was getting buffering. I think Fitzchozo was getting buffering. Okay, so we're fine now. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can. It's playing now. I'm playing, not the thing. You know what? For those that want to, we will grab a link to this, and we'll copy it, and we'll paste it in our chat. Well, for those that did know Lorenzo, remember him, anybody want to share something in the chat? Now, I was just on another channel, Hero Shack, and we've had Hero Shack on here before, Chris and Diana. It's because of Lorenzo that I met them. They were doing a thing on Christian comics. You know, this is back 3 or 4 years ago now, or five. And Lorenzo said, "Hey, Rick, these guys did a spot on you on their channel. You know, going over Christian comics." He got around, so you might have seen him, Alpha. I'm sure he was in Dillard's chat a little bit, I believe. He would have been in Mike Asimodis, not Asimodis, Mike Miller's chat a little bit. I wasn't very familiar with the Land of the Lost Property. I did watch the Will Ferrell movie. Yeah, I wasn't super familiar with it either. I caught a few bits of it when I was younger. Never got into it. You know what? Maybe what I'll do is I might watch it in honor of him, and maybe if I can get it, maybe we can watch it in my Discord together for anybody who wants to watch it. He really did stick with the bit, you know. He was always talking about green representation, although altrusions aren't really green, I don't think so. Mel says Lorenzo and I would DM each other pretty frequently about various things. Sometimes it would be the games I got him into, sometimes his health, and often random science and hits equal. Yeah, he had poor health. He even ran a radio station in college or university or well, maybe he ran a show on the college station. I remember that. I think his latest tangent went out we went hours on was branching lineage of Celtic language in the British Isles. Okay. Oh, yeah, I do believe he was had some disabilities. Oh, I didn't do my second layer. Oh, that was one layer. Okay, oh well. And he was a very big supporter of indie comics. I know he had all my comics. I don't even think he got to read them all before he passed on. Yeah, I won't get too personal, even though he passed, but he had several issues that led to extreme fatigue and stopped him from doing his show. Yeah, a lot of times because of the heat, and sometimes because of the cold. I remember that. But Alpha, I'm sure if you searched probably in the first year to 2 years of my channel, you would find Lorenzo on a lot of my panels. Thanks for being a friend and doing this tribute episode. Uh, no problem. Just share it out, let people know. I'm trying to think of things to say. Obvious, all good stuff. Like like I half don't want to believe it's actually true. Like I don't have a body. Somebody's never dead unless you have the body. It's comics, right? Unless you see the body, they're not dead. And then sometimes they aren't dead even when you see the body. But maybe somebody's seen the body. We just don't know the person that's seen the body. So, to be fair, I've never seen his body when he was alive. I don't think I did either. I don't think I ever saw his face. And what I was hoping one day to go over, like he didn't, in a lot of ways, he didn't live too far from me. I probably could have got to see him if I ever had the money. No, he wasn't Canadian. He was American, but he lived in the state of Michigan. I think I can say that without saying too much. Because I believe he said the town he lived in or city. I know his real name. That I won't say, of course. And by close, I mean probably 4 or 5 hour drive or something like that. Yeah, drinking water. Yeah, I think the best way to honor him is to keep the Lorenzo as a permanent backer tier for the future projects, even though he doesn't need it anymore. Definitely, Meadow. That is, as long as I do, whatchamacallit, as long as I do crowdfunding, there will be the Lorenzo. Because you know what? A few people got it even when he didn't get it. And that would be the only reason I'd keep it, obviously, but I know how you Canadians get down with your strange brew. Well, I don't drink alcohol, so at all. Well, actually, to be fair, I don't normally drink alcohol. You know, like I have toasted my dad and I've toasted my mom. That's about it. In this new version of Room, I have a sleet sack just to honor him. Ah, cool. I saw you drink it. Yes, water. Water is the strangest brew of them all, I guess. Well, it's good that, although you didn't really know him, that you're honoring him. I never sipped beer on my life. Never planned to. Yeah, well, I can't. I'm not sure whether I have or not, but I don't. I've never purposely, I think, had beer. I've had like, for me, it was like a shot of whiskey or something like that. We've lost a lot of people in the last few years, or like quite lately. Yeah, that is for sure. Since I can't have that go on. Hey, CG Posh, how are you? Are you still in the game? Yeah, you are. Okay, I need to try and find some more pictures of altrusions. uh, I look up altrusions and they give me aliens. They just give me slee stacks. Oh, here's another picture. Save image. Come on. Oh, here's a nice picture as far as I'm concerned. Gives me a little bit more to the look. Okay, let me just open up my open with photo and this back up here and oh oh yeah, I died 6 times trying to get to my body. I do find the Land of the Lost premise interesting though. We'll have to watch the show to see what they did with it though. Yeah, well, the one thing you're definitely gonna have to remember when watching that, it is a '60s show. So, it came out in 70, 74. So, 1 year after I was born, or maybe not even a year, depending on when in the year. I'm a little bit, I think, because they definitely go with there's like ancient dinosaurs and all that, lizard people. I've watched the OG Star Trek before. It's not that hard. Some shows are a little harder than others from back then. Like around the same time, of course, is the Lost in Space, and that is a lot more campier than Star Trek. I remember the premise of Will feral movie as they got sent to an alternate dimension where stuff disappears to it's been happening for eons, hence the dinosaurs. It's not Hollow Earth, it's completely different space time, a pocket universe, like a limbo that has all lost parts of history in it. Okay, that reminds me of the deaf girl from Godzilla X movie died in a car accident yesterday. Who are you drawing? I wasn't listening. Right now I'm drawing an intrusion from it's a species from Land of the Lost, the TV show Land of the Lost, because a friend of some of the people, friend acquaintance for some of the people on the channel, a guy that we knew by, most people knew by Lorenzo Sleestock. He was a friend of the channel. He was on many times in the past, near the beginning of my channel. Um, had his own channel that I was on a few times. Right now, he is presumed to have died due to somebody believing that they found his obituary and the fact that nobody can get in contact with him. So he went with the stick of being a slee stack from this show. Well, he went with saying that his last name was Sleestack, but he was an intrusion from this show. But most of the time, he was showing an image of a Sleestack. So I'm trying to draw both of them. Well, so hopefully that answers your question without getting you too much more confused. And he was a big friend, thing to the comic community. He he bought lots of people's books. I think he bought a lot of books that he wasn't even really interested in too. A lot of the stuff that's happened in the past few years, really irritated him too, with comics and then also with just what happened in among the, we'll say, community. Well, I got a picture of a full sleeve stack here, but I can't tell how many toes that they have. Oh, let's see. Looks like they have 3 toes. I think the best person to know knew him the most here is probably Metal, it sounds like. Maybe followed by me. You should put a sleeve stack with 3-digit intrusion. With the 3-digit intrusions have in an Hawaiian shirt and shorts. Chilling on a cloud with the halo on his head. That would be where Lorenzo finally gets in the suit in his afterlife vacation. Ah, okay. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do another round for this. This doesn't look too bad actually, but yeah, which if you didn't know, the main physical difference of altrusions are a bit more yellow and have 3 digits on their hands. I thought the Sleestocks did too. Or do Sleestocks just have two? Hey Mike, hey Rick, did something happen to Lorenzo? Yes, as far as we know at this time, he is presumed dead. People have tried to get a hold of him, and he nobody can get a hold of him. And I think it's Stu. Stu thinks he found an obituary on him. Uh, well, sleeve seconds are very green with only 2 digits. Altrusions are technically the main species, and sleestacks are like an offshoot race that fertilize the land, fertilize and lost much of their intelligence about gain comparative strength. Because I know he met up with Stu at one point. a couple years ago, paralyzed, like becoming a feral animal. Oh, okay. And Mike, if you want to come on and share any story or share a story about Lorenzo in the chat, feel free. It's buffering again on my end. Well, I'm not sure what I can do about that. Check, see whether. Is it more speculation or has somebody actually confirmed it? Um, I'd say it's probably more like 80-90% confirmed and 10% speculation. Um, Here, I can go into my DMs without going into too much detail. Um, in the chat, the Sleep Stacking chat that I'm a part of, it seems very much. It was really sad. Of all the people, here's something said. Online, Lorenzo was one of the best, but the names match, and the towns matches. If you knew him at all and read the obituary, you know it's him. He was a good man and a child of God. I think it's time to start honoring his memory with love and respect. Yeah, okay. I might put one in. Okay, I just oh, how do I get into just my Discord, Mike? In the on-air room. For shows that I'm back. Okay, the obituary kind of confirms it. Yeah. Metal says, I haven't received any contact from him since the 5th of March. We DM fairly often, though I be used to a week or two passing between responses sometimes due to his health. It, it would be joining the on air room, but Rick isn't even there. I'm not there. Somebody should have said something. There, I'm there now. Let me. Let's, I meant to be in there. Oh, sorry about that, folks. For anybody that wanted to join, I'm in the on-air room now. Just doing so much, I forgot to join that. I only know this because Mike asked. I'm a bit busy to join myself, so I didn't check before off. Hello, Fitzgerald.
Hello, Rick. Hello, Rick. It's definitely getting my intellect that you and Mark will join, especially since I saw on Discord you were there just now.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I actually spoke to Lorenzo Sleestack once in my entire life, so
Yeah.
I had a chance to. He knew he'll never be on anything really. I was never subscribed to his channel. I was in his Discord, but I still technically still am. But he obviously he's dead, so um he can't he can't monitor it or nothing.
Yeah.
He's never. I'm pretty sure he would have known of me.
Yeah, he might have known of you for sure.
I mean, obviously, I assume he's a fan of Land of Lost because you make your entire internet identity off of Sleep Stacks. So
Yeah.
that's probably I was never interested in. I was never that too interested in. I mean, I saw the Will Ferrell movie once.
Yeah.
So I said,
I wasn't, I won't say I wasn't a big fan of it, but, I knew of it. I never really got into it myself.
All right, I'm in here. I'm in here now. Can you
"Hello,
hear me?
Mike."
Hey, Mike, how are you?
All right. Yeah. Like I hadn't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
Lorenzo. Last I did hear, which might have been a year to 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's probably how long it's been. I knew he said he was dealing with some, I guess, some issues. I don't know. I know because, I try to get him to come on and do the co-hosting every now and again too, right?
Yeah.
But he, he said, thing was is that he said that he was so. All we know at this point is that somebody did find some kind of obituary
Yeah.
that may or may not have been him.
Well, with the little bit I was reading, the guy said that the names match, cities match, everything that should match matches, and so
Did anybody think about maybe calling, you know, calling his local police department to maybe do a welfare check, maybe?
uh, possibly I'm not sure. There might be something in all that stuff in the Sleestackian DMs on Twitter, but I've been looking at it every so often, but haven't been keeping up with it. Like maybe I should. I just wrote the guy who said about the obit, saying that I knew him, knew his real name. You know,
How long ago did they know about how long ago he supposedly died?
let me see if uh, uh, oh, that's Tolfer that found it. Or I think it's Tolfer that found it.
Well, I would imagine that Sleestack is not his real last name, though.
No,
Obviously,
no,
of course.
no,
That's
definitely.
more like a stage name.
Yeah, I can 1000% confirm that. I actually know his real name, but I will not reveal that, of course. Definitely
At least
not
on
on.
air, yeah. I understand that, but might be easier to track, if you use his um, real name. But I mean, another way to possibly confirm it, though, what I would suggest, again, as I just did a moment ago, call his local police department and just ask for a welfare check.
Yeah,
Make sure
but
he's
if
okay.
he's already dead, they wouldn't necessarily have to go. They wouldn't even. They might not even know that he's dead, so they could be doing a welfare check on somebody that's somebody different in the thing. But the person does say, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And if the names match, and towns match and all that, then it's probably fairly good. I wouldn't think it would be
Well, yeah,
that.
it's kind of hard to tell because I know I hadn't heard any hide nor hair of him for, like as I said, 1 to 2 years, and I'm sure
Yeah.
for a lot of us, it's pretty much the same thing. No, none of us have probably heard.
I've heard from him in that time. Metal says last time he heard from him was in March of this year, and I'm pretty sure I've heard from him sometime this year too myself.
Hmm.
Even like Chris.
Do we know? Do we know? Well, apparently you said that you kind of got the information somewhat secondhand. So I don't know. Um, Does anybody know? I mean, they said something that they did have apparently an obituary on him. Do we know? I know it'd just be speculation at this point because we're not even absolutely sure that he's dead. But
Yeah.
do we know like what caused his death or what brought this about?
Not yet. I don't think the person that read the obit has revealed anything that's in the obit about anything. Just because he doesn't know who knows what. So that's just thing. Stu, I think you know who Stu is. He tried to call him, got no answer either. So
Well, I mean, if you, I mean, that's the whole point of the welfare check, though. I mean, if you can't contact somebody and you think that something may be wrong, even if it is true that they might be dead, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can still call for a welfare check at least to find out. Maybe. Again, now I know what you're saying. You're saying that all the evidence does seem to point to the fact that he might very well have passed on, but
Yeah.
but since none of it, I know, you and Metal have said that you guys have, like, because last I knew, or from what I knew from the last time I talked to him, I knew he had some anxiety issues that he was struggling with. I knew he had some psychological issues that he may have been, some anxiety issues, some, like, also some kind of, like, I don't remember what the exact term is for it, but might be, xenophobia is the one where you're afraid of basically strangers.
Yeah. Well,
But
you
I'm
know,
thinking agoraphobia possibly, but I don't know if that's really the right term.
I think
It's where you're afraid to make you leave your house.
I think you're confusing him with uh Goodnight Spoon.
Well, no, I didn't know anything about Goodnight Spoon in regards to his medical condition. But
Because
I
Goodnight Spoon a few months
I do remember Lorenzo saying something like he has some anxiety issues. That much I do remember.
Okay.
Now maybe the two of them have very similar issues, but I did because as I said, I tried to get him to come do the co-hosting with me before, and he said he wasn't sure he's up to it because he's just. Which is kind of funny because I know he we all met him first, because he was a content creator like us.
Yeah, well, actually, he came on my show. I helped him. I encouraged him to do his own show, too. That's the reason he had his show.
Yeah, so, but, that's the thing,
I was actually on his first show on YouTube.
I knew towards the end, before he went basically on hiatus, right? I knew he was talking about how I don't know, he's feeling like maybe he's starting to feel a little like tired out or worn out. I don't know if that was a sign of anything or anything like that, but again, I didn't get as much of a chance to like really get to know him like you guys did. So do I have
you got I never spoke to him once.
Yeah.
I in all fairness, Fitzgerald, I think you were coming around the time that he was kind of stepping back from everything.
Okay.
As far as I remember, but when you were starting to come around more and more, I think that's when he was actually starting to like take a step back from making appearances and doing his show and stuff like that. The only reason I'm asking all this is that what I'm hoping it wasn't one of those cases where if he did have anxiety issues, if those anxiety issues kind of took over, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I just went back into Sleep Stacking chat. And March 6th, he has said something in the chat. And then I'm not sure whether I see him anywhere afterwards.
But at the very least, what we know is he's apparently dropped off the face of the earth. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's gone non-communicado basically. That much we know. Now again, I hadn't heard from him or seen him in a long time, like a year to 2 years.
Yeah.
I knew he was taking a step back, to try to deal with some issues, but again, since I didn't really get as much a chance to talk to him the way you guys did, or as much as you guys did, I'm kind of more in the loop. I was always hopeful that he would eventually come back and being doing content again. We'd see him in the chat and stuff eventually, but
yeah.
Just out of curiosity too, does anybody know about how old Fizzoso was? Or not, I'm sorry, not Fizzoso, Lorenzo. I don't know why I said Fizzoso.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I think I knew at one point. I might even have access to a little bit of that data about his age in some
Was
of
he
the,
was he around like our age, Rick, or was he maybe a little younger or older or what?
probably at least around our age.
Yeah. Um,
Within 5 or 10 years for sure. Either way. Like I remember me and my mom talked with him, quite a few times after, you know, my show would end or his show would end and I'd be on.
yeah. And I don't know if Metal. So apparently, Metal said that he talked to him back this past March
Yeah.
of this year. So of course, my question to Metal is if he's still in the chat or if he's still within earshot of the chat. How did he seem to you when you last talked to him, Metal? If you're still in the chat and you can still hear what I'm asking.
Yeah, like I saw he was saying March 5th. I saw something on March 6th in the Sleestackians. And that was last time he had posted anything in the Sleestackian chat. Joshua is here and says, "Rest in peace, Lorenzo." Head Ninja here is here and said, "What's going on, Lorenzo?" It is looking at this point that Lorenzo has died sometime after March 6th, I'll say. No, people have tried to contact him via phone, text, with no luck. There has been an obituary found that matches names and places and all that go right. So at this point, it seems like Lorenzo Sleestack has passed away, gone to be with Jesus. He was a believer in Christ. So
you said that I mean, what am I thinking? Yeah. The Sleestackian. Is that a website or is that like a page on Facebook?
neither. It's a DM group on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter, okay.
A lot of times
I mean, the only reason I ask is I obviously want to try to go and just see if see what he said in some of his last postings. I mean,
yeah, well, I can scroll back up to March 6th.
oh, you can go there and read it yourself.
Yeah, like I'm in that DM group. He put me in a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we can go through some of his most recent postings, we might be able to figure out just what exactly happened because
the Sleestack kids he posted here on Friday, March 6th. Newly discovered eternal atom, the story of Oshamoto Tezuka, 1999, a full-length live-action animated drama about the life of Osaki Tamo that aired only once on TV but was never given physical release. I think he created Astro Boy because it's showing Astro Boy, some Japanese creator. in here, and then before that,
Simon Tessica is the guy who created. So Simon Tessica is the guy who created Astro Boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like it could be there. And then this is the live action version, 1959, of the manga Astro Boy by Japanese manga artist. So he's posted
Simon Tessica. Yes, that's his name.
and then he posted a picture with George Lucas and then early version of R2D2 on the Star Wars set. So uh,
Basically, it doesn't sound like though. Um, Apparently, doesn't look like there's a um. He's posted anything in terms of um.
yeah, he was just going on about his days, just posting stuff. I could probably look more on his page, but oh, damn! It's been a while since I talked to him. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Head Ninja. So yeah, I thought tonight I would just do some drawing and coloring of altrusions and slee stacks. Although I've
Yeah.
only done a slee stack at this, or an altrusion at this point.
Yeah. Well, again, if we really do, I would say that the best, unless we see something more concrete from the obituary or we get more of the information from the obituary, if we really do want to find out,
Yeah,
I would say the best way to go about it is just ask his local police department to do a welfare check, and then they can at least see if he's okay and really confirm if something did in fact happen or if there's something else. No.
yeah. Well,
But we're going
well,
based on. Yeah,
I
I mean,
did ask to get a copy of the obit or find out where it was from the person that said about it. Said that I knew, so I've been waiting for a response from that, obviously.
yeah. You know me, Rick. I'm pretty thorough. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, I know everybody's doing this precautionary. Like, yeah, he's more than likely considering that no, March was probably the last time anybody had heard from him. So it's been like almost 4 months now. So that is, we should at least make sure before we, you know,
yeah.
um,
Well, I believe the people that are doing it are definitely doing that.
yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, I just wanted to find out a little bit more information and find out what was going on, but you know,
Yeah, I get that. That's all right.
you know. So I'm gonna step out now. So I will see you guys later.
Okay, later. Have a good night.
All right. You do. Bye.
Oh, that's my first time I've talked to Mike, I believe.
I think you've talked to him a couple times before, but because he's been on a couple times when you've been on, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's my rarely ever talked to Mike before. I don't think I've been on. Wait, I think it's one other time before. At the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah, he's definitely not on a lot on my channel, but Well, I guess my next comic will be dedicated to Lorenzo. I know he was just
I'm
a
gonna have
friend.
I'm gonna have a knock off sleeve stack race on my new version of Romo Prim, which I still never managed to get time to write.
Uh,
But then I'm gonna have Lorenzo. Well, the character named Lorenzo be there.
cool.
I'm probably at the space resort.
Cool. Yeah, just make him look like a lizard person that's green.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, I will be keeping Lorenzo thing tier of my campaigns, which is two of everything, or two of a lot of things. If anybody else wants to come on, share a Lorenzo story, feel free to come into Discord with the into the on-air chat, voice chat. That is on-air voice chat channel, or just share Lorenzo's story from the chat. If you have one. Nobody there. I thought somebody else was there.
Uh, uh, but like I thought like I found the land lost concept interesting enough that I thought once upon a time thought about making a game around that concept. The same concept of land lost, where you have pocket dimension where stuff disappears to, and it's been happening forever.
uh,
So if you don't know why there's dinosaurs and stuff, is because why there's all the ancient stuff is because stuff has been disappearing from across across history since forever. Like it's just been disappearing and then reappearing in that dimension, that pocket dimension. So
Yeah.
we got like a bunch of dinosaurs got plucked from Mesozoic era and placed there back when the dinosaurs walked the earth, and then they know went extinct in the pocket dimension. So that's why this dinosaurs there. Uh, you have pretty much everything
Yeah.
across. Uh,
I should have put the red of the eyes on a different layer, but I didn't. Oh well. There we go.
I would,
Metal, I'm not sure whether you can hear me if you're still around. That idea you had about the vacation thing, I'm gonna put that in the comment that in the chat, and I'm gonna try and do that the next couple weeks offline as another memento. Let's see. Oh, he's waving by to people. He's going back to the land of the lost. Or going to the land of the lost since he's never been there. I forget what the lore he put up about that. So, because I think his thing was he was hatched here. So what's everybody think of my altrusion?
No, it looks pretty good.
Although it's fairly simple design, so okay, I guess with that being done, no much more to say, or nobody else here to say much. So anything
Uh,
you go ahead.
uh, I was thinking about how was this a show you never probably never heard of called uh Jobless Reincarnation. This is probably just the writer's adulterous fantasy. That's a this is probably his writer's adultery fantasy. And that's what I'm thinking when I hear about the show because I watched the first two episodes like a year 2 years ago when it first came out when the anime first came out like wow. Yeah, this is probably his adultery fantasy.
Uh, yeah. Let's see. Okay, says that's good, Rick. Can I send you mine when I'm done? Yeah, for sure. And I'll show it
Hmm.
off. Maybe everybody that's listening. Uh, if you can, draw yourself up a slee stack or a Lorenzo slee stack or altrusion, and maybe we can make a video out of them. Something with
I might
Lorenzo
actually try to.
and put a video up about him. I'm not sure exactly what. So yeah, and put out the word about it. See whether we can get a whole bunch of submissions, and I don't know what we'd put it to. Just you know, your picture and a note or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe we can have them animated a little bit. So with that, thanks everybody for watching. Anything you'd like to promote, Fitzchozo?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks, Mike, for coming on. Thanks everybody in the chat for coming by. It's been great having everybody here. We will see you tomorrow night for the Silhouette game. I still need to get a bunch of things for that. We are doing characters that debate in 2014. That's a real short list, believe it or not. We will come, me of course, including anime, or not anime actually, technically, since it's comics. It'll be manga because manga is comics, just Japanese comics. But maybe it's, I'm not sure whether the dates that they give is from, well, they said Shonen Jump, so, or whatever. So yeah, they would be over in Japan that they debate. So yeah, there could be manga characters in it. So, anyways, thank you. And there'll be no show next Monday or Tuesday. There might be a show Wednesday. I will be getting, might be getting back in time to do a show. I don't know. And I'm not sure whether there's going to be a Silhouette game next week because I'll be back in time to do it, but whether I'll have enough time to gather all the resources for next week's show is up in the air. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming. We'll catch you all later. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you.